Howdy folks, I wanted to do this for a long time, starting a YouTube channel. Should have started 10 years ago. Can you be too old for getting into YouTube? Let's find out. Welcome to my 0 subscriber special. Just kidding, I have like 2 subscribers. Welcome to the toaster.net, where I babble about random things until you either get bored or hit the subscribe button. Okay, today's topic is productivity. The goal here is not to join the cult of toxic productivity, but to rather manage your time and resources in such an efficient way that you can kick back, relax without regrets. In the last couple of years, I developed techniques, habits, and ways to automate and simplify my life in such a way that I can take care of chores, obligations, and basic adulting, so that I don't have to worry about things or forget anything. A lot of this stuff is already well known, and there have been a lot of books written about it. These methods are preached by tons of productivity influencers. So what makes my content different? I don't know, I just like geeking out about the stuff, and it's a topic of interest for me, so shut up and let me do my thing. Smash the like button and let's carry on with productivity. I accidentally got into time management a couple of years back when I started to get my shit together. Not that long ago. I didn't realize what I was doing until way later, when I started to do it consciously and with more effort and starting to get serious about it. So how do you get your shit together? How do you get things done and stay productive? Well, I can tell you what worked for me, and maybe you will get some value out of this video. So keep watching. Let's get into it. It all started when I did my first brain dump. Brain dumping is actually one of the most important things when it comes to this stuff, which is part number 1, brain dumping. If you don't know what brain dumping is, it's basically just writing everything down that comes to your mind, just emptying the chaos in your head onto a blank sheet of paper or screen. If you get it all out, it immediately makes you more relaxed, more focused, more clear in your head. It's a big relief. Write down everything you have to do. Write down your fears, your dreams, everything you got to do, everything you want to do, everything you planned, everything, just stuff that you have to remember. Vomit your stream of consciousness onto a blank piece of paper. Once you get it all out, you can slowly start to structure it and get it more organized, and then you can start to develop systems and plans to move your life forward. Which brings us to part 2. Goals. It's really helpful to have specific goals in life. These can be long-term, mid-term, short-term, but you got to write them down. When you have a clear picture where you want to go, you have to develop systems to reach your goals, maintain your life, and move towards a more organized future. You have to move your life forward into that direction by setting up systems to reach your goals. What I do is maintaining an eternal to-do list with different categories of my life, and the tasks on there are always repeating in cycles depending on how often I have to do a certain task. This way I don't have to reinvent the wheel when I plan my week. There's always a routine and endless repeating task list to maintain my life and keep my head above water in bad times. Every week I review my midterm and long-term goals to plan for the upcoming week. I take a couple of tasks from the backlog or something I always wanted to do and spread them out over the week, so I always keep moving forward and towards my goals. All the other parts of my task list, the always repeating kind, are basically things that I need to do to keep my head above water or to always keep my life in order at a basic level to uphold the status quo. And with this we move on to part 3. Prioritize and no more 0 days. You need to figure out and define your priorities so that when days come where you don't have time, or you're not feeling right, or you're not in the mood to do something, you are at least ticking the important and urgent tasks. I differentiate between the urgent and important tasks like in the Eisenhower matrix. Urgent are things that need to be done to keep my life in order, and they need to be done now or ASAP. And important tasks are things that help me reach my goals in life. Making a doctor's appointment, for example, could be an urgent task, but writing the script for my first YouTube video is an important task for me. So they have both a high priority on my list and are things that definitely should get done. But to dust my shelves, on the other hand, it's not at all important or urgent. That can be rescheduled until next week. Most of you probably already heard about the concept of no more 0 days, which basically means do something every day. When it's the evening and you didn't get any work done and you don't feel productive and you think you didn't do much, just do one more push-up or one single push-up or one line in an essay or read one line in that book, whatever, just something every day. I extended this idea a bit. For me, I always tried to do everything to keep me at my current level, but always do a little bit on top every day, so I progress and improve. I try to push myself to get a little bit further every day, and most of the time it's a tiny bit, but it adds up over time. And this is part 4, break it down and compounding. Coffee break. You probably already know that, but the most important thing is to break down your goals in smaller parts. Preferably bits that are as small as possible so you can't say no to it. The smaller and shorter the actual task is, the better. Also, at first, your long-term goals might seem intimidating, too big to handle. In this case, make them manageable and move one step at a time. The concept is also known as the Kaizen method. How small incremental change leads to big improvement. The hardest part is getting on track in the first place. Once you have everything in order, it gets easier and easier to keep your stuff organized, and a kind of compound effect kicks in when your initial work starts to show results and the progress becomes almost exponential. There's a quote that says, life is easy if you do it the hard way and hard if you do it the easy way. There will come a time when you question yourself and you start to wonder if you're actually being productive or if you're just ticking boxes in a to-do app. Just keep going, trust me, it's working. Now let's summarize it all. Brain dumps, you need the stuff out of your head and on paper, and then you need to order it and structure it. Goals, have them clear defined to know what steps you're gonna take to reach them. Systems, put systems in place to reach your goals. You need a workflow and a plan how to move forward. I like the quote from James Clear, we don't rise to the level of our goals, we fall to the level of our systems. Prioritize, you need to prioritize your tasks. If you're busy, you need to know what can you procrastinate on. No more 0 days. Even if you don't do much, do at least something every day. Have consistent progress. Break your tasks down. Break everything down into small steps. The task must be quick and easy to do. And last but not least, compounding. Don't give up, and your progress will be visible once you look back. You need to go through the valley of despair. There's no way around it until you reach a point where the compound effect kicks in and you see your progress. And one last remark. One of the most important things is to outsource your brain. Outsource it into productivity tools like calendar, tasks, notes, documents, or even pen and paper. Your brain is forgetful, a computer is not. You need systems you can trust, and then you can organize your life around them. So you can use your mental energy to do the important work. And so I leave you with the obligatory quote from David Allen. Our brain is for having ideas, not for storing them. I hope you found some value in this video, and thanks for watching. See you next time.